Guess what? Time for another action camera review. The Winksoar 4K action camera. Oh, this review is not going to be like the normal review that you're used to, but that's coming up right now. I don't know how to say this, but this is not going to be one of those reviews that is all sunshiny and sweet and nice. This camera is a piece of work, but I'll just let you see for yourself, all right? But I wanted to give you a warning, just a little heads up, that this is not your typical review. All right, let's take a look at the packaging for this Winksoar 16 megapixel, 4K 30 frames per second, 64 gig card, 170 degree angle lens, Wi-Fi, and H.264 on its recording format. And if you take a look right there, 4K at 3264 by 1836, which means that it's going to be interpolated, which is fine. Some of the action cameras they're not true native 4K. But let's open up the camera box here and take a look inside and see all the little goodies that come with this. So you got a couple little straps, got your USB charging cable for the battery. By the way, there's only one battery with this. Your multiple GoPro style clips, the skeleton case right there. And now let's try to get the camera out of its waterproof case. And as it says there, 4K 30 frames per second. And just getting a little lens protector off there. 2-inch screen on the back, battery compartment on the bottom. Once again, one of those little nail jobs to get the battery out. And the battery is a 900 milliamp per hour battery. And it's the same size that go in the SJ cams, like the SJ 5000X Elite. So that's a nice thing. A little disappointed that it only came with one battery instead of two, because two seems to be the magic number nowadays. Got your toggle switches on the right hand side, your typical ports, SD card, microphone on the left hand side, shutter button up on top, on off in the front. Let's go ahead and turn the camera on. And most importantly, let's take a look at the video footage. Now I'm trying 1080p at 30 frames per second just to see what 1080p looks like. Alright, trying out the Winksoar action camera, 4K, recording right now 4K 30 frames a second. It says that it has anti-shaking technology. Now I don't know if that's going to be available on the 4K or not. It's a little cloudy, it's getting a little bit late in the afternoon, but it's still bright enough to where you can see the color change on the trees. Sun going down in the background. Hey Blecky, what are you doing, boy? Huh? Now I'm trying 2K at 30 frames per second. See how this looks. Does not give me a field of view option. Does not give me a contrast option, but it did give me a sharpness option, and I chose sharpness on strong. So we'll see how this looks. Alright, and as always, try a little audio test. Right now the camera is arm length away, about 36 inches from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is
Well, what's my opinion about this Winksoar 4K action camera? Well, I think I'll just let the video and the audio quality speak for itself. I mean, it's really strange. You know, you're supposed to be recording in 1080 and it shows up as 720. You're supposed to record at 4K and then it records at 1080, and 2K was just stretched out like a 1.8K. It's just, you know, very disappointing. If it were up to me, I would take this camera, and it's not even worth the postage to send it back to the company that sent it to me to review. And I would hate to throw it away because I can use the battery out of it, and maybe the lens. If I ever damage any other lens in any of my other action cameras, scratch it up or something, maybe then I can just use the lens out of this. But I don't even know if the lens is even going to be good. It is really a shame. I mean, you know, the best part of all of this is the battery and some of the added accessories that came along with this camera. As you well know, normally I would say I will put a link to this camera in the description below, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. You know where I'm going to put the link to this camera? Right into the trash. Right where it belongs. So this is one of the cameras I'm really sorry to say that does not live up to any type of standard. I have seen action cameras that I thought were worse, and heck, my old DXG, which was a 720, my first little handheld little action camera years ago, it outperforms this thing. And this is supposed to be a 4K. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on this camera. You know, I hate doing reviews like this. I reached out to the company to tell them the issues that I was having with it. They did not care at all. So, plus I've never even heard of this company before. So, you know, that's one thing. As much as I like to try to say something nice about a product, it's, you know, I can say the nice thing about this product is it comes with a lot of accessories that I will use, and it comes with a battery that I can now use in my SJ5000X Elite as an added battery. But as far as using this camera, I think the video is horrible. It's stuttery at all frame rates. I think the audio is atrocious on this. It's just not worth it. And, you know, that's one thing that I've got to say is that when it comes to these reviews, I've got to be honest. I mean, I would never, ever recommend this camera to anybody. I wouldn't even, you know what? I'll take that back. If you're looking to see what it looks like to throw a camera off of a building and just see what kind of footage it may capture on the way down before it hits the pavement, this may be the camera for you. Either that, or you want to give it to your 1-year-old or maybe 2-year-old, yeah, because I want them to eat that little drawer. But maybe a 2-year-old, let them slobber on it and take some video. I don't know, but for anybody that is looking for an action camera, this is not it. Hate to say it, but you know, it is what it is. And that's my 2 cents on it. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to share it. And also, if you have a question, comment below because I respond to all comments. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe today and click on the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video.